official live of the diorama. Um, Obviously, as I have said in the previous live, yeah, I'm basically showing off a diorama as an entirety of how it is. It's pretty nice. I don't think I've done a like rough look into the diorama in a while, but in its entirety, I guess you could say this is like the newest part of the diorama. It's pretty immense. I think it's a pretty huge area, I think. Just about everything you can expect for a little layout, that's for sure. I'm not too surprised with it, I think. My favorite part of it I feel like is shoot, if you were to ask me, this little midtown area would be like my freaking favorite part of it anyway. Like 100,000%, I feel like. And then obviously here you have the Hot Wheels wall. You got everything up here, everything ranging from like 1950s up on this upper part, and then, more 1950s for T-Bird from the 60s. I really I really just ought to get into the 60s pretty soon. That's something I really plan on doing. But there's like many other ventures that I plan on even getting into before I get into that. Like literally this chase here with the Hot Wheels 2 pack with the I think the Scat Pack. Is it the Scat Pack? The Dodge Charger SRT and the Dodge Challenger SRT, the Demon, was like literally the butter and the crop of the cream. For sure, for sure. In what I was looking for. I actually bought it off of a guy in the next town over for like $25 because I just could not find the set at all whatsoever in the Targets that I live close by. So it's really a pretty good collection, I feel like, if you were to ask me. A lot of like the newer 2025, 26 Matchbox cars. A lot of old Hot Wheels main lines from previous years. Pretty much just about everything you would like or want. A lot of Johnny Lightning 1950s. A lot of stuff up here. Um, I think in general, I might as well get into the 60s Johnny Lightning cars. I've seen a few of them at Hobby Lobby and Target, but dude, they are literally about $9 each, and it's a pretty penny. I mean, I couldn't really say differently. When it came down to buying these Johnny Lightning 50s, but boy, I gotta tell you, I got a pretty good deal. I actually found a wholesaler who sold like bundles of 5 of the 1950s, so I got pretty lucky. I got pretty lucky, and obviously half of these are kind of easy to find because they're Hot Wheels mainlines. But in terms of getting early and being the early bird gets the worm type of deal, man, I could not tell you. And then obviously, as many of you have seen, the chase, the Hot Wheels car culture with the Dodge Charger Demon and the SRT Demon Challenger in its best. I actually copped this one from a guy in the next town over. He was selling it for $25, and I said, I have to get it. I have to get it. I literally hit up like 7 or 8 different Targets in my vicinity, and I could not find it. I did find this one, though, with the Mitsubishi Lancer and the Subaru Forester STI. I actually have this one in gray down here. And I pretty much ended up finding most of these in Targets and Walmart, so don't mind the broken fixture there with the light. I also have a Nissan 370Z. That one is like one of my favorites, including the Supra right there. Got the 4Runner, Matchbox 4Runner right there, I think from 2018. And then you got the new Johnny Lightning Impalas from 58. Those are 2 Target exclusives. And then you got a bunch of Chryslers, Lincolns, Crown Victoria, 50s, Chevy Nomads, GMC trucks. I really just auto-grow this 50s collection, but I think like the very last edition that I ever did, like ever, was this Chevy Suburban. And then I think there's a, what is that, a freaking, I'm not even sure what the model is for this one. 57 Studebaker Golden Hawk. I have it in black, and I believe I have it in red with some golden wheels and a stylized Maryland license plate, which is something I really love about these. They come with their little license plates from the eras back then. And you got a 57 Chevy Bel Air. Pretty good in its own. And then over here, you guys might actually like this. I have my Mopars and classical muscle cars, all in their own good. And then this one I believe is like a very, very nice one from Matchbox, the Chevelle wagon. I think that one looks pretty good. And then you got the Dodge Dart. I believe it's a 68. And then you got a Datsun 24C, the GMC Hummer in purple. I don't know if you could see it there with the reflection. Really just about everything that you could get your hands on. And you know, I love how most Hot Wheels have this like little license plate detail. I think that's something that ought to be just the best thing to find in these cars. Got Fiat. I believe this is a Mitsubishi. A Lancer, I believe. And then the Hot Wagons. I found this one a while back. Got a 80s Ford. And then this bad boy right here, little Porsche. Cute little addition. I mean, really, this collection has grown since like the very last time that y'all have seen it. And then across in the room, there is the Hot Wheels Hot Ones. And I was really close to buying a whole entire bulk of the Ultra Hots, but I said that can wait. That can wait. The only thing I don't like about the Ultra Hots and I love about the Hot Ones is those classical 80s rims, which remind me of the Hot Wheels Black Walls, the 80s ones. Just absolutely stunning. I recently found this one in a recent haul. I have a video up there. You got the Datsun 71 510. Got these little hot rod over here. And a bunch of good stuff. Bunch of good stuff. The blue, the newest Supra. What is this one? It's I think it's a GDM. What is it? A Nissan Skyline. That's a Nissan Skyline. And I think everyone's favorite that they are seeing now is the Power Trip Hot Wheels Premiums. Not sure if any of you guys are finding any of these. I did see this one in Hobby Lobby for $9, but I said I ought to pay just $1 less at Target and find the whole lot of it. So that's something I ended up finding this week, actually. But I feel like the main one... Wait, what do you mean? How do you know it's not fake? Because I buy them from stores. I buy them from grocery stores and Walmarts. It's not fake. It's literally all real. But like literally like the main chase I feel like was this Jeep Cherokee Trackhawk. Absolutely beautiful and stunning. In color red. I believe I also have the gray version of that one. I won't find it because I have it in like a stack of a bunch of boxes and stuff. I'm gonna see if I can find it though. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I'd have to look over here in my tote of cars that I have. I'm not sure if I'll find it though. But I guess this is like something that'll be worth it. Got a few things here. Century. This one came out like about a year ago, I believe. Silverado, BMW, the Ford, Prius. This is Nissan, BMW, Tesla. Damn, I'm not gonna find it anywhere. That's the thing. I like opened that gray Cherokee a while back, and ever since I don't know where I put it. Nah, I'm not seeing it anywhere. But there is a very big collection here that I have. It'll grow as the years come. Got a bunch of 80s stuff here. Some 80s, some modern. But mostly 80s. 80s, 90s, early 2000s. I am not seeing that Jeep Cherokee anywhere. And I'm not sure I will find it. Oh my god. I've been looking for this one for a while now. The DeVille, the Cadillac DeVille, 80s style, but modern card. Definitely. Beautiful casting. Found it in Walmart. I decided to open it because I obviously wanted to add it to my city display. City display. This one was like a Dollar Tree find that I found. I think it looked pretty good. Jeep Cherokee. This is I think a PF Cruiser. The license plate Johnny Lightning. I got this one with I believe it was like a trailer tow and go Johnny Lightning set. That white Dodge Charger seemed to have a very huge, a very huge presence in my diorama. And as you can see, you got some stuff here. Lots of empty totes though. Gotta check it out. Anything in here? Cybertruck. Got the Cybertruck there. No, it's not gonna be in here. What's in here? Old Porsche. Jesus. I believe I have this Corvette in like 3 different color variants. But most of these are like cars that I bought from 5-packs. Oh shit. A lot of stuff I buy on my own. Let's see here. It's another white Dodge Charger. I might end up having to paint this one or convert it into like a police vehicle sometime soon. You got the Audi Audi right here. Let's see here. No. Nah. But this one for sure is like one that I was looking for. I also have it in a card sealed, by the way. It's just one of the open red versions. This might just be a super, but I don't know if it comes like that. I might have done the worst sin ever by opening it, but it's all in good fun. I'm not really looking into reselling my cars like anytime soon. This will be like a collection that I'll end up having until like I'm literally old, so yeah. I've been slowly getting rid of my green light exclusives, and I've been giving them to my dad. Simply because you look at them regularly, and you look at the regular 1/64 scale cars, and they look a lot bigger than the regular ones. So that's something I've been doing in the collection. You got this Viper over here. Let's see if I could find it. Nope, but we do have another 80s Mustang. And trust me, there is like 4 more of these that I have. It is easy to miss. Very easy to miss. It's like really easy to miss a bunch of cars in this collection. Let's see. Is it in here? Nah. Nah, but you're definitely getting a very good look at a bunch of the cars that I have. Huge collection. Huge freaking collection. Alright, I ought to look for the other ones, which I believe are right here. Yeah, it's like 3 more. I don't think I'm gonna find it, actually. It might be in the other bin. It's gotta be in one of these. Either it's in one of these bins, or either have it on the city display, or I don't know where I placed it. Because, like, I constantly grab a bunch of cars from the display and I put them away. Simply because I'm always being told I have a lot of cars in my display. Which is true. I think I sometimes overdo it with the cars. But I feel like when the city isn't full with cars, you're like, there should be traffic. Why isn't there traffic? So, yeah. Alright. There should be one more bin under here. If it isn't in there, then we're just going to have to call it a quit. If it is not in here, it's going to have to be one lost case. Nope. I don't fucking see it. I do not see that car. It's gotta be in the display somewhere. I like highly believe it's in the display somewhere. Either that or I'm gonna have to like repurchase it or something. Let me try to look for it. It's gotta be in here. It's gotta be in here somewhere. If it isn't, then I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. I found it. I found it. I found it. I found it. Is there any roadworks? What do you mean by that? Here it is, guys. The original Jeep Cherokee Trackhawk, like the very first version. Besides that one red one that I have. Which luckily they did come out with any other one. Oh, hi Alan. This is that Jeep Cherokee I was looking for a few seconds. In its beautiful, beautiful gray edition. I literally did not even realize I had it there in the train station. But to answer your question, yes, there is a bit of road work. There's a bit of road work. Currently what's going to happen is, from what I've been thinking in my own thoughts, is I'm planning on bringing back the original interstate that was passing by in this area. But the only issue is I've added a new expansion over here. And I don't know if it'll work connecting another interstate. One thing about me, I love interstates, but I just don't know. I just don't know. Because this area is already, like, established. And if I go ahead and rip everything out of that area, it's going to look a little weird. But, I mean, I can always improvise. That's like, always the good thing about me, is I can always improvise. So I can always improvise with adding new trees and adding grass. I have all the materials right there. So I really couldn't tell you how I would do it, but it would look good. Yes, so there's not really a road type. I just pretty much paint everything myself. It's all custom made by scratch. Um, I was gonna look into adding my own road, like adding roads, like from different, like companies or whatever. But the only issue with that was I had to work with inclines in different grades. So I work a lot with plaster cloth, which they use a lot in dioramas, as you know. And I had to make sure that I had a pretty good grade with the roads, and I had to pretty much just do it all on my own. It's really fun, actually, painting your own roads. You can get a lot of stuff done much more easier. Much more easier. Obviously, you have like a bit of a dirty, messy look, but it looks really good. It looks really good. Roads might be repaved again pretty soon. Like, for example, this little crosswalk here, way too wide. It'll be fixed sometime in the future. Uh, it's really just kind of a mess because the diorama is lit. A lot of it comes, to light during the night, so yeah. Whew, it's really hot right now. It's really, really, really hot right now. I think it's currently like 70 something degrees right now today. And my loft is like really, really, really hot. But yeah, this is the look at it. Got a pretty big collection of convoys. How many cars are in my city? Jeez, man, I couldn't tell you from the very bottom of my heart, man. I could not tell you. There is way too many cars in my diorama. Way too many. Lots of taxis and buses. I mean, man, there's a lot here. A lot. I mean, if I were to give you an estimate, you said cop cars. Cop cars, I'd have to say I have like about probably 10 or 11 in total. We are a bit of a police state here in the diorama. Um, I believe I have... Let me see. Let me look for it. I have one police car right there. I have another one over here with a little tree that collapsed on the road. I have a bunch of state troopers over here. Some of the European ones there too. I might get rid of the actual color scheme on them and just make them gray. So let me see. Got county in the Centerville city limits. Let me see. It's another one there. It's another one there. Another one right there. And then there's like about 3 over here plus the fire truck. Or I think it's like a fire truck. Yeah. Fire pickup. And then a fire ladder over here. Really, I just try to stick to a bunch of like just one single theme, but it's really hard because they come out with different castings every year. Why not keep the European cars as security cars? I mean, yeah, that would be a good idea. That would be a good idea, actually. But the thing is, where would I even put them as security cars? Like, maybe if I built a shopping center, but that would probably take a lot of time. I don't know. I don't know. I might think about that. I might think about that tonight, actually. Now that you mention it. Oh, man. I forgot about these. It's more Mopars there. I mean, these are like my exclusives right here. Wait, I already have that one? It's a purple one. I need to check something. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I need to check something. In a parking garage. You know what? I might actually do that. I might actually do that. Thank you for the idea. Okay. Yeah, I'm not tripping. I have this one in purple and this one in white now. Okay. I thought I was tripping. I really did think I was just tripping. The latest one over here. And then I am going to show you guys my girlfriend's collection. She's like heavily into Mopars. She's got a bit of a collection here for sure. Got some Plymouths. The Dodge Charger. Well, not Dodge Charger. What the hell am I saying? The Camaro. And then I ended up finding that one for her. The custom 80, what is it? 66 Torpedo. Found only one of those. I've been looking for a second one for myself. She's got one of those Pantones. One of those that I already have. Dodge GTS. The Cougar. Any Matchbox Holdens, like the Holden Commodore is what you're saying, or are you saying the pickup version? Because I do have some Holden Commodores and then only one of the Matchbox Holden pickups. This one is right here. The Target Matchbox exclusive, along with a Miata. That I do have. I do have a kind of a sort of presence of Commodores. But most of them are put away in the boxes that I showed earlier. But like if you're asking for a straight up answer, I have the black one and the orange one. I'm not sure if they came out with a white one yet, but if it does come out, I will definitely get another one. I did think about using those as police cars in my city, but I think I much better prefer a um Chevy Impala from 2006 as a police car. I think over a Commodore. No hate, no hate, no hate. Um, but I think in terms of like being realistic and meeting the like current generational standards is what I'm trying to say. I would probably go with a Commodore over an Impala. Uh, any police livery? No, actually, I haven't even found any. Surprisingly, uh, obviously, I buy a lot off of eBay. I could, but I don't think I'm there quite yet with owning any of the Commodore police cars. I think the closest that I could ever be with is with the BMWs that I showed you, that you saw earlier, that you told me about the security idea. Let me see, what else could I show you guys? I think everybody's here for the Hot Wheels Black Walls, and I'm gonna show you guys my Hot Wheels Black Walls. Because I did notice that I tended to get a lot of views from the Black Walls, and y'all loved the Black Walls, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the Black Walls. The Holy Grail. Yeah, the Holden Australian Commodore is the one that I think it's the only one that I remember seeing. You're right, you're right. I might end up getting my hands on that one now that you mention it. So yeah. Okay, so this is a taxi from the 80s in Matchbox. I think it's like a Ford LTD that I used to have as a kid, and I ended up losing it, and I ended up getting it again. And I don't know, it's just something about 80s Matchbox cars and Hot Wheels that really just fascinates me a lot. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that noise was. I'm not gonna get scared. 80s black wall, fire pickup thing, fire utility vehicle. That's what I have. Range Rover, I believe, from Hot Wheels. I was gonna say Siku, but that would probably be the wrong thing to say. Hot Wheels utility truck. I believe this one is like a little hard to acquire, but when I ended up buying this one, I ended up actually getting two. And I think I bought it from a random car bin off of eBay. And then you have a Ford, I believe this is like a Ford Sierra. And this is one that I had as a kid. There's a new EMS Rescue 5-pack with the Scania fire truck. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. I saw that one at Target the other day. But it just wasn't what I was looking for that day. But I mean, heck, if you insist I should get the pack, I will get it. I'm gonna see if it's there. I was actually going to head out in a bit to Target, or just like out to go deposit money into my account at the bank. If I see it for sure, I'll definitely get it, and I'll give you a shout out for the idea. A little pickup here. Hot Wheels Black Walls van. Honestly, this one I think is like my favorite. I think out of the entire collection of Black Walls, just the modern 90s version of it. It's just so nice. I should start a rescue company. Yeah, right. I should. I really should. I really should actually. That many police cars and EMS vehicles. Heck yeah. This is also another one that I've been trying to get for a long time, especially 90s Hot Wheels. Man, it's so nice. I believe I have this one in yellow and blue. But as always, I always try to stick with these wheels. Just love them. Love them so much. Another Matchbox pickup. No, this is not a Matchbox pickup. This is a Hot Wheels pickup. What the heck am I saying? Hot Wheels pickups. The wheels are kind of similar, though. I get very confused whenever it comes to the pickups and Hot Wheels and Matchbox. They look so identical. One of those classic 90 Hot Wheels cars. You got one of these bad boys. The beautiful little bumper lights. Beautiful casting. And I think a lot of people have this one as their favorite. The Ford Mustang. Missing its lights, by the way. I didn't notice when I bought this casting. It's missing its lights. This is a Matchbox school bus. I have the one with the red lettering on the side of it. I think in one of my little boxes over here. And then the OG Hot Wheels school bus. Freaking love this casting. Police Matchbox Subaru WRX, that's silver and blue. Yellow patches on the side. Matchbox Subaru WRX. I think I must have seen it, but I might have to look it up actually. I might have to look it up. That one is actually that one is actually kind of interesting actually. Um I might have seen it, but I'd have to take a good look at it actually. I really should just take a good look at it. I might have to see. But for sure, that 5-pack that you told me about is something that I'll keep in mind as well. Shoot, man. You might even convince me to freaking start my own police car collection. I think you might actually like something I'm about to show you, actually. So, I'm getting the idea that you might be heavily into police cars. I'm about to show you this. The New Zealand police livery. It's a Subaru WRX, right? Alright, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up right now in a bit. Look at this. 50s police sedan. You got a, I think this might be a 58 ambulance. And I believe this is a Chevy panel truck. Fire vehicle. And then the 50s police car right here. And then I have a police van from the 50s as well. One of my favorites, actually. Personally. Hello, aviation lover. You mentioned WRX. This is the one I have. I have this one, and I also have a gray one as well. Oh, geez, look at the time. My phone is at 1%. I will go live again pretty soon. My phone is actually at 1%. I will catch up with you guys later. Your dad had one in real life? Sheesh. Oh, it was Matchbox? Damn. You should really get into the Hot Wheels Premiums, Subaru WRXs. You too, have a good day, have a good day. I'll go live later, I gotta charge my phone. Or I might just go live on the computer again, but I will for sure continue this video later. Have a good day.